Oh no! Give me a second. I had to do a whole restart of stuff. Give me a second here. It ain't a stream without some technical difficulties, am I right? Oh my god! Okay. Okay. How are we doing? Everything good? We're Gucci? That's really loud. Turn that down. Okay, we're good. Oh my goodness, how are y'all doing? Hello, Exiled. Welcome in. My goodness. What a day. Not a bad day, just a day. Alright, I have to fix my camera because the mount shifted. Give me a second. Oh, a little too far. This is gonna be interesting. Give me a second. So, I hope y'all are doing well. I might have to do. There we go. Being so double. There we go. The camera audio was on. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. I mean, it's not perfect. Hey, no, don't do that. Why you do that? No do. No do. Okay. I think we Gucci. For the most part, you know? Like I said, it's not a stream unless there's like some form of like technical issue happening. Whether it be on the back end or, you know, just general user error, which in my case is general user error most, if not all of the time. It also would probably help if I did my setup, like, earlier than what I did today. It's been a day. Alright, now that the camera is properly... Light! Let there be light! Our poor Umbreon's so dirty. Between the cats and me doing art stuff. Alright. Howdy. I'm doing good. It's not been a bad day. It's just been a day. Alright, so. Yeah, so this is not our usual stream. Normally, we have... Hang on a second, I think the audio for the music on here is a little on the loud side. There we go. If that's too loud still, please let me know. Thank you, I got this off Amazon. I found it, I was looking up Pokemon desk mats, not play mats, and this one came up and I was like, I like to design on it because I like a lot of Pokemon stuff, kind of cartoony and cutesy and stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that, just not what I wanted personally. But I found this design and I very much liked it. But yeah, so alright, what are we doing? Oh good, the music's good. Awesome. So we're doing arts and crafts today, because Monday I didn't feel good. So, didn't do anything on Monday. And then, today was supposed to be gaming Thursday, but Mike went to his parents' place to help them set something up. So he wasn't able to get back home in time. So, dropped something. Oh. So I decided to make up for Crafty Monday because I didn't want to not do a stream. I didn't want to skip another day because next week we're not going to be on Thursday. Next Thursday we're going to be out of town. So for today, we are gonna do a mock-up of the Card Party West card that I'm gonna make for Trainer Spree so he can take to Seattle when he goes. This is just a mock-up right now. This is what I've got so far. I need to figure out where to put Fire Squad. I was thinking of like erasing a little bit down here and putting Fire Squad down here. So, and I need to make sure I have all like the designs on Rayquaza done correctly. So, there's that. And what I do, y'all kind of saw me do this with the chandelier, or chandelure, was I take some graphite pencils I have, and I take the heaviest one and I just rub it all over the backside. Thank you. And then I just stick it on here and then draw over it, and it leaves a very light indent on there. And then I can go back and fix that up and stuff. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to cut this down so I can have this. Give me a second. I need to grab materials. Thank you, thank you. My other idea was to take some glass panes that I have and paint them, but that would require me taking out like water and acrylic paint and other stuff. But I figured this would be a little bit easier to do. Okay. But yeah, so that's my mock-up sketch, and then I transfer it via my etching thing on here. And I'm going to do this. Honestly, I took a break for a while because I was like, I'm getting worn out from doing art stuff. So, not that that's a bad thing. Where's my pencil? There's my pencil. Using this to get our thing. But yeah, I wanted to do, like, I wanted to use Pokemon that I knew Spree liked. Because like I said, this is for Trainer Spree. He's going to go to Card Party West, I believe. In October, I want to say. I think that's when it is. I wish I sent my package tomorrow. The pins I have for Spree to give away here tomorrow, deliver date wasn't until next Thursday, but they're early. Well, you know, you can't help it. That just means you get to send stuff for next time. Come on. Aha, new lead. Alright. It just means you get to send stuff for next time. Let me get situated. Alright, so that's done. I'm gonna find. So these are from when I took an art class in college, and they're basically different leads. Like, so if you don't know, there's different grades of lead for pencil. HB2 is the most common one that everyone is most familiar with. It's the one that we all use for like the typical yellow pencil. And then I want 6B, if I can remember which one that one is. These got chewed on by a dog I used to have when I was living at home. So some of them got wrecked. But depending on B2, I don't want B2. B2 is light. I wonder if I can show off like examples of what I mean. So you have B2. Let's see here. That's about as far as it's gonna zoom in. So it kind of does that. But I want 6B, which I don't remember which one 6B is. I know it's one of the smaller ones. Hey, Anne, welcome in. Question mark. Oh, I want this one. This might be my 6B one. But yeah, I want that. I'm making the Card Party West one. I'm doing my thing like I did with the Chandelure, where I did the kind of like etch and sketch thing. Etch and sketch. That should... Hi, Talon. Welcome up. Just, come on, just join me. Jesus. Hi. Hi, boo-boos. How you doing, Anne? Hope y'all aren't soaking wet still. I know San Antonio, Kelvin area just got like absolutely like drenched in the past week. Helen, I need this one. You can't sit on that. Alright, so I need to be able to line this up a little bit better, so I'm going to do a quick trim. Okay. Nudge it over just a little bit, and then I'm going to take my washi tape here. Yee! So this is the preliminary design. Got a little rain overnight, but nothing too bad. That's good. Yeah, it's been raining off and on all day today. Nothing major, just very light rain. Okay. So I'm using my washi tape here to kind of keep this in place as much as possible. And now we will... Oh, my chat stuff's getting cut off. Give me a second here. I want to fix this. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Why is it getting cut off? Huh. I don't know why. The chat thing is getting cut off somehow. I don't know why. That's annoying. We'll figure that out later. What happened in the hill country is terrible, so I'm just hoping they're catching it. They need a break. They really do need a break. Yeah. Absolutely terrible what happened out there. The different numbers and letters are for the hardness of the graphite, right? Softer they are, the easier they are to blend. Not necessarily blend, it's how light and how dark they're gonna be. Exiled. So like B6, it is softer one, but it's also gonna be darker. I'm not very good at explaining the graphite thing for the pencils. I just know that certain types of lead are softer, but also darker because of how soft they are. I don't know. You're gonna have to probably look it up to get the full detail. I'm terrible at it. All right, so I'm gonna start with our space needle here, which, fun fact, I have been to Seattle. I had a friend that lived near that area, and I can confirm that it is a really cool city, at least from what I remember. there's a really cool marketplace in Seattle called the Pike's Marketplace, and the original Starbucks store is located there with the original logo and everything. That's also where the famous Flying Fish Market is. I've never been. I hope you enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I got to go. You can see Mount Rainier on really, really clear days from Seattle. Like, it's not like prominent, like, bam, there's Mount Rainier. It's kind of like, oh, yep, there's a giant mountain out there in the distance, and it's usually Mount Rainier. I never saw Mount St. Helen until I was in the air flying away from Seattle. And I'm not lying, when I saw it, you can see where it erupted back in the 80s, like out the side and stuff on like the crater. To me, from above, it literally looked like a giant ice cream scoop out the mountain. That's what it looked like to me. So, and that was really cool to see from the air. But yeah, I've been to the Seattle Underground. That's really cool. Like I said, the Pike Market, Talon. Definitely Pike Market. The aquarium there was really cool. I'm trying to think what else I got to do when I went. I went for a convention the second time I went. The first time was just visiting my friend. The second time we went to a convention. It was SoccerCon in Seattle, and it was a lot of fun. It was very cold. When I went the first time, I went in September, so it was like god-awful hot here in Florida, and it was very comfortable there. Like, it was so comfortable that I was like comfortable enough. I was cool enough that I put a very light jacket on, and the locals were looking at me like I'm crazy, because the highest it got there was 80 degrees, and they're like, oh my god, how can you be wearing that? Aren't you hot? And I'm like, no. And that's not counting, like, their 80 degrees isn't counting, like, humidity and stuff, so it wasn't that bad to me. Like, again, I was still, like, comfortable wearing, like, a light jacket, and this is in September. Okay, gotta make sure the iconic tower. If anything else, I at least need that iconic Space Needle tower. I did go to Space Needle. That was fun. Alright, I'm not going to do the detail part, because I think I'm going to add Fire Squad underneath the buildings here. So I don't want to add too much detail outside of the tower. But yeah, I went to the Space Needle. That was fun. Really great view. What else? I'm trying to remember what else happened. I did. Oh, I went to a really cool garden that was in the Bellevue area. It was a botanical Asian garden. It was really nice. Very calm, very zen. Enjoyed it. When I went in May, that's when I went to the convention, it was still fairly cold, and it snowed briefly while I was there, but it didn't stick unless you were in higher elevations than it did, but in Seattle proper it didn't stick. But my little Florida brain was blown at seeing it snow for the first time, like, in real life. Alright, let me get this washi tape up real quick. Alright. But yeah, I enjoyed Seattle. The aquarium is definitely a must-go visit. Getting to see the sea otters is the best thing ever. And I kept trying to find, every time we'd go past the not the port, but near the docks, if you drove near the docks, I kept trying to see if I could find any of the Seattle-based crabbing boats that were on Deadliest Catch. Never saw it. Or never saw any of them. I was hoping I could catch the Cornelia Marie there, but never saw it. And I think I was trying to see if I could find the Northwestern. Again, never saw it. But crab boats like that, if I remember correctly, like, even if it's not king crab season, they're like, hey, we're gonna go crabbing, or we're gonna go fishing because we need to make money at all times. So, kind of not surprised that I didn't see him. But yeah, I'm excited for you, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Okay, so we got that down. I was trying to do something similar to like what I did with like the Tampa thing. I don't think I'm going to get that 3D effect like I did with the Tampa one, but I think it's still going to look good. I'm not going to try and do exactly like it just because I've got this more detailed than Tampa, which kind of makes me feel bad for the Tampa one. I didn't put a lot of detail into that one. Like there was so much open space. We're getting there, getting this lettering done, and then I can move on to Rayquaza. Feel a little bad for the E here, it got slightly cut off at the bottom. Alright, let me see here. Oh good, the transfer went down pretty well. Sweet. Hey guys, it's gonna rain tomorrow here. Shocker, it's gonna rain in Florida in July? What? Now act surprised. Hope everyone's doing well. And I feel a little bad for missing last Monday, but like I said, I didn't feel so good, so. But I feel much better. And for anyone curious, I am using the Rayquaza I'm using is from the Holon Phantoms card. That's the reference that I used for this one. Because I liked the way it looked. I was hoping I could do something where it's like coming across the sky, but like it wouldn't quite come out like I wanted it to on another mock-up I did. So I ditched that idea and I liked this one better. I was thinking of doing it where it's like wrapped around the Space Needle, but I felt like that was going to be kind of too, I don't want to say too much, but not quite what I was going after. I'm hoping this one isn't going to be too bad. This is a fin, by the way. It's hard to tell. The body section on Rayquaza sometimes is so weird. Also, his mouth is weird. Like, let's be for real. His mouth is weird. Oh, I also have to hope I get enough energy, like extra energy cards, so I can have enough for backings, because Card Party East took up a lot of my energy cards, which I use for the backings of these. But yeah, I think it's been an interesting week overall. I managed to get pre-orders for some the Mega Evolution stuff that's coming out in September, so I managed to get that. That was nice. I got one ETB and then one of each style of ETB in one booster box, which I have not opened a booster box in forever. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one whenever that comes in. And then I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I only got those three. Just 2 ETBs and booster box, because like it's gonna cost a lot. And we're trying to be good, especially if that comes out in September, and then with our trip coming in October, like I have to make sure like I'm being good about how much I spend. So like the collecting hobby is kind of gonna go on semi-hiatus pause until we get back. Now, don't get me wrong. As soon as we get to Japan, I'm hitting up all the Pokemon centers in each location so I can get a pin from each location. And then I definitely want to try and get a few cards, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I need to see a reference of Ray Ray real quick. Ray Ray, cut it out. You're going to make him mad. I don't give a fuck, Keisha. Sorry. I love that one. Alright, where's my Holland Phantom? I will say that one of the contenders was the Rayquaza from Legendary Treasures. I really like that design. Or what was another one? The one from the promo Rayquaza from what generation is this? Sword and Shield? Yeah, Sword and Shield. I really like that one. But like I said, the design, like I love design, just that it didn't quite work for this. Where are you at? I suppose I could have done the one from... Which one's that one? Emerald? Oh well. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, well, I guess I don't need to do that. I'll do that on this. Is there anything that needs... I think we're okay. Alright, so basically that's... So all that scribbling I did on the back here, it did this. So it can transfer it, and then I can go back over it with the pencil and clean it up and everything. And I'm going to use some washi tape to keep this in place. By the way, if you do scrapbooking or crafting of any kind, whether it's art and stuff, and I'm sure you've probably seen a few stickers on some stuff I've sent to Spree for part of the Fire Squad. I use washi tape to keep things taped because it doesn't really affect how the paper is, and it's not nearly as strong as regular tape, but it's not very weak. But if you're doing scrapbooking, you can see it's got really cool designs and stuff. This is just one of them. It's great for scrapbooking or journaling even. So, there's that. I heavily considered doing a digital version because then I could just print it out and it would look way cleaner than the handmade one. But then I was like, well, then it's not going to look like the other one. Consistency. Why did I write washi tape in notes? I mean, I got a whole bunch of advice and stuff. Just little things that I have found. Like, washi tape, you can find them at craft stores. Like, you can find them online. You can find them through, like, various artists that make, like, their own, like, custom ones. Or you can find... I found these in a pack from Michael's craft store. But you can find different designs online from different artists and stuff. Like, I got 2 rolls that I got from an Artist Alley vendor that they have these really adorable cats on them. And one of them's like got like space theme and another one's got fruits and cakes and stuff, or like picnic theme. And that's another cool thing about washi tape is that you can just get your own type, like in terms of like theme. I really like space themed stuff or crystals and whatnot. Like for real, you should now. If you, oh my god, Japan has got like some of the best like stationery stuff that I've ever seen. There's a YouTuber, Charla. She does some videos on occasion where she'll go to like stationery stores over in Japan, and oh my god, like they take it seriously over there. There's some like really good stuff, and I'm partially jealous. We don't get any of the cutesy stuff here. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Like I said, this is just me filling this back in now. So we have the clean sketch. Now the only thing new on this one is I'm gonna write the fire squad thing down here. So I'm gonna kind of fix up some of the lettering here as I go. Alrighty. Getting the Seattle lettering down. Trying to think what else to talk about. Not a whole lot happening here. Oh, I went to a local convention over the weekend earlier. Very small convention that we have. Like, it's starting to get a little bit bigger, but it's not like anything like super major. Me and Mike went with my niece and my sister and brother-in-law. My niece had a blast. She dressed up as Nezuko from Demon Slayer, and then me and Mike dressed up. He did Tengen, and then I did Shinobu from Demon Slayer. I did not expect my Shinobu cosplay to be as popular as it was. I had so many people like, "I love your outfit," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." I didn't realize how popular of a character she was. But yeah, that was fun. I know everybody likes Mike's cosplay. He looks good in it. And what's nice is I have like my purple hair, and Shinobu's got technically black hair with like purple tips, but I took advantage of my purple hair and just did my hair up like how she does hers, and that was it. That was the nice part, was not having to do a wig. They were fire. It was really cool. It was also really nice, because my original cosplay I did for Demon Slayer was I did one of Tengen's wives, the one with the blonde bangs. I didn't want to do that this time because, one, I'm very self-conscientious about how I look. Like, it took a lot for me to do that the first time, as well as some very unique taping. and I couldn't do that again this time because I didn't feel confident enough to do it, and also I didn't have the tape necessary to do it. So I got Shinobu instead because I was like, oh, I can do this one. I almost did Mitsuri, the pink and green haired one, but that would require a lot of boobage. And I didn't really feel like being that exposed. I will say my only big major complaint about the Shinobu outfit, and that's because it's Florida. It got hot really fast. If there wasn't enough airflow or air conditioning in a spot, I got hot. But I had fun dressing up, and I hope my niece had fun. It seems like she did. She did. I can't talk and draw. It looks so awkward. There we go. Hi, Stormy. Welcome in. Getting this all done. So I got the original sketch here, and then I transferred it onto this, the hard stock paper. Hope you're doing well, Stormy. I don't know about y'all, but I think it's because it's partially a summer thing. Like, it's like the height of summer. It's like right before school's starting to go back in. But like July always seems to be like stupid busy. Like, that's when like things are like happening. Like, you either have like you get the 4th of July, or you have other things that are happening, or you got family stuff happening, and it's interesting. It's always busy. Alright. It's all coming together. haven't done a Rayquaza since I did that one for Spree. Which, that was fun, because I did that one more in, like, my style, personally. Versus the official Pokemon style. That's such a good perspective of Rayquaza, like the Evo Sky. Yeah, I was, bro, like Goose. Also, hi. I tried looking at, I was gonna look at doing the perspective like from the Evo Sky stuff, but it didn't quite match how I wanted it. So I ended up going for, this is the Holland Phantoms, or this particular style is from the Holland Phantoms set. Y'all, he's home. Is that you? Mike? No, I want to say hi to you. I haven't seen you all day. Yo, my husband doesn't want to say hi to me.
You had seen that thing.
Here's the thing.
Such a first.
Yeah, this is the draft sketch. I know. Mike says hi, we didn't hear him. Thank you, Goose. But yeah, I was seriously looking at the ones from Evolving Skies originally, because I liked the perspective, but didn't quite match up to how I wanted to do this. So. My main thing is that originally I was gonna be like, oh, he's gonna curl around the Space Needle, but I kind of wanted a Skyline style thing instead. So, making a mess over there. Getting the windows. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. Here we go. 2 versions of card? No, God. Well, maybe. I might. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling, Stormy. I might do 2 versions, but for now, there's this one. here. Getting this. But yeah, like I said, my original idea was having him wrap around it like Godzilla style. Or, no, not Godzilla, King Kong. That's what the inspiration was going to be. But kind of didn't dig it as much. Yes, welcome onto the YouTube side. You're good. Also, happy early birthday to T. I know she's doing a pre-birthday stream right now. Happy birthday to her. I know she saved up a whole bunch of card packs and stuff, so I hope she gets some good stuff from it. Alright, now that we got that part, like I said, the Space Needle is like the biggest thing I definitely want to make sure I have in here. Like, the other buildings can just be silhouetted and I'd be completely fine. Okay. Okay. I got timed out on T's Twitch chat for saying One Piece when she asked what to open next. Oh no! Twitch was like, no, don't mention that. Don't shush. Doesn't like that. Can't be yelling One Piece on there. Too much for Twitch. Twitch can't handle it. They're like, shush. Toy Animation is gonna ban us if you keep saying that. Twitch is Hector in disguise. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hector out there just like, what? What? You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're getting there. Once this is done, Okay, so we got the general stuff down. Now let's do. Take a little bit more off there at the bottom. Hee, yeah, baby. Hopefully I don't take up too much space with this. I don't know about you, but S is such a hard letter to do a bubble form, if that makes sense. Because you have to make sure like the curves and stuff are like just right. Oh no, Twitch's Hector wants all the One Piece. He does. He does want all the One Piece. I thought this was established. Why does that look like a funky boot? The D looked like a boot. A boot to the head. Also, for y'all, if y'all want like just a quick funny laugh, look up Phoenix Wright, boot to the head. It's great. It's absolutely funny. It's safe, so it's not like it's anything nasty or whatnot. It's just really funny and stupid. It uses Phoenix Wright, which is a video game character, and then it uses that imagery, and then it takes the soundbite from a comedy stand-up from I don't remember the stand-up crew that did the skit itself, but it's great. I'm going to actually bring this in. There we go. A little bit more space in between. Okay, so I'm actually going to expand the city. There. I'm probably not going to do the city detail like what this one has. Maybe I will a little bit, but not too much. Let's do this tall one. Let's do this one, because this one had some nice... I also want all the One Piece, besides a couple Pokemon packs on streams. On PC pre-orders, I've only been ordering One Piece to rip. I'm not hugely into One Piece, like I appreciate and I like it, but it's not enough for me to be like, I want to rip packs of it. Just, I'm already doing Magic and Pokemon, I can't do much else. Oh Goose, I just saw the question if I'm doing shiny or color. I'm probably gonna do normal, just because the silhouette's gonna be a lot of gray tone and black, so I don't want to have like gray tone with more gray tone, so Rayquaza's gonna be normal colored. But yeah. Alright, and then I have enough room for my signature over here later on. Alrighty. I don't know if I'm gonna color him tonight. I might start coloring him tonight, see what happens. Hang on a second. Alright, this time it's not going to crinkle like it did when I did the chandelier because I have it taped down. And I've got my kneadable eraser here. Just kind of get it activated and also renewed, as it were. It looks like a thing. I'm not going to say what it looks like. But it looks like a thing. Post some pics when done. Time for kids. Yeah, no problem. Definitely will. Have fun, Goose. Okay. There we go. That's a poor resemblance to something. Alright, so what thickness? I think I'm gonna do the cityscape here first. I'm gonna do 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do number 2 here. for this part. I will say this. The English voice actress for Yamamoto is going to be at the convention I'm going to be at next week. I will attempt to get an autographed poster from her and send it to the Fire Squad as a givey. I was thinking of finding the Yamamoto Peach Momoko promo, but that one's a hard card to find recently. What does that do? Take away graphic. Oh, it's a kneadable eraser. It's a type of eraser. It's called a kneadable eraser, so you can shape it however you want. So like if you have like very itty bitty tiny details, you can make it into a pointy. I use it I use it as a roller and roll it across the thing, and it does take up a little bit more of the graphite off the paper without completely erasing it like a normal eraser would. But yeah, that's my plan. Oh, and I think the voice actress that does Bunny is going to be there too. Or not Bunny, Carrot. I said Bunny because she does look like a bunny. But no, the voice actress that does Carrot. So I wanted to try and get a signed poster from each of them and send it to the Fire Squad as part of like a givey for those who like One Piece. I'm trying to remember who else is going to be. There's a few actors and actresses that were in Apothecary Diaries. They're going to be there. The person that did Mao Mao and Lady Gyokyo, they're going to be there. We had the guy that did Jinshi there last year. That was cool. If anyone's ever seen Beastars, we've got the voice actor that does Legoshi, the wolf. He's gonna be there, and then we have the guy who did his friend Jack, Jack, the dog. He's gonna be there. Trying to think who else is gonna be there. It's really cool. We've got quite a few guests this year. I'm terrible. I haven't paid attention a lot to the English voice actors recently, so I'm very bad. Like I look at them, I'm like, that's cool. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. Oh, one of the voice actors is for Shino and Shura, I think. From that time I was reincarnated as a slime. They're gonna be there. terrible. Trying to think what else. Yeah, that's next week. There's a con that me and Mike work at. We're doing that next week. Oh, okay, so fun story here for Seattle, just because I remembered. There's a particular off ramp, like that goes into the city, that it has a very sharp curve, or not sharp curve, but it has a very distinct curve that, like, it's from the highway into the city. It's very well known for lots of accidents because people don't pay attention to the fact that you need to be like slowing down once you get off. And there's videos, like there's multiple videos, not just one, not just two, like multiple videos of people just absolutely losing it and wrecking into this wall. And it's terrible and funny, and I shouldn't laugh at it, and I shouldn't get mild pleasure from it, but I do. If anything, the pleasure is the, ooh, you should have slowed down. But yeah, it's just something I noticed. I remember seeing. How to be emotionally wrecked this song. Yee, that looks like a Space Needle. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I feel like I need to like binge watch Avatar again. It's been so long since I've seen it. We're getting somewhere. few windows here. Okay. Okay. I'm getting some of the details in here because I know they'll show up even when I do some grayscale stuff with it. And then we're gonna take this and go like this. That'll take up any extra ink so I don't accidentally. Alright, so as you can see, there's our skyline. Here's our beer, our fire. Squad. You'd have been terrible if I accidentally put an I instead of an A and it just turns into squid. We're squid now. We're the fire squid. What? Is it the name of your team? Yes. Yes. Fire squid. What would that even be? A squid that shoots out fire instead of ink? Or would it just be a squid body with fire tentacles? I don't know. I'll leave that imagination to y'all. I just come up with the crazy stuff. guys. I can't wait until it's not summer. Not because of like holiday stuff, just weather. I need it to not be nearly as hot. That would be nice. Okay. We're getting there. This is the part of like my drawing thing that I know is like some people are like, it's so inefficient. I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm anal retentive and I want to make sure this comes out right. Because like, you just drew it like 3 times technically. Yeah. Yes, I did. And I'm gonna keep drawing it and coloring it until it comes out like I want it to. How do you think they did old school cartoons? They just did it over and over again until they got what they wanted / needed. Okay, but like low-key, I kind of want to keep Rayquaza light in the background like that. But I have to sketch him in, or I have to color him in, because... Maybe I can do it with the 2 instead of the 3. 3, 5, 8, 3. I got a pack of 3 3s, so I have like 3 3s, and I have 2 8s. One works better than the other. We're gonna do Rayquaza with the 2 because I think the line's a little bit thinner on him. But also because I need to be able to get these finer details. There's some meals. There we go. Has anyone else played Clair Obscura, the Expedition 33 game? Because me and Mike have been like slowly getting through it because we've been saving for like date nights and stuff. I wonder if he'd be willing to play tonight. Probably not. Yeah, but this is not going to get colored tonight. Maybe we can save the coloring for Monday. The true Crafty Monday. I really want to play it, but these last few months I have completely lost my love for gaming and get so bored so quickly. I think you might like Expedition 33. Do it. Try it. The worst that happens is you just stop playing it. I recommend trying it. It's really pretty. It's not like super greatest graphics in the world, but it's really fun. It's really great environment. It's got turn-based style. It's definitely taken inspiration from games like Final Fantasy and oh bugger, what is that game called? Persona 5 or the Persona series. And you can tell in the way they have the game set up and like gameplay wise. Story is interesting. I'm confused on what's happening because there's like you end up with like more questions than you do answers as you're playing, and I'm pretty sure it's done that way on purpose because that's part of the game. But it's really nice. Music's great. There's one particular character called Monoko, and we love him. We love Monoko. I would recommend doing it. Exiled. Oof, I forgot it's turn-based. Yeah, I'm out. No, the turn-based is great. It's not like time to turn-based. It's just you do it. I will say the most frustrating part is doing dodges and parries. Like if you don't time them just right, you're gonna get hit a lot. Mike gets hit a lot because he has to like figure out the pattern of like the timing and the parry against the enemy, and if he doesn't have it, then he gets hurt. But it's very much like Final Fantasy and Persona in terms of like gameplay, like how they do that turn-based style. But I understand if turn-based style is not your go-to. I know a lot of people don't like it, or it's not their favorite. But I enjoy it. If anything, you can probably just watch gameplay of it, like somebody else playing it, so you don't have to like play it yourself, and you can at least still get the story. I did that with Resident Evil Village. I basically just watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough of it. Because one, I think that was funny, and two, I wanted to know this like the story, but I didn't want to play the game. part of this that I didn't draw by hand in. There we go. And there was another part that I missed earlier. There we go. I've been playing Path of Exile religiously for the last few years. Pretty sure I'm 8k hours. Hey, Mike's that way with Destiny. I know a new expansion for it just came out, but he's decided to skip it for now. Just wasn't into it, apparently. I can't say I've put that many hours into one game. The most I've done is probably, let me think here, Bayonetta and then Pokemon. And maybe Okamiden. Not Okamiden, Okami. Well, I did for a while when it was on the when I had a regular DS. But the Okami series, I should say. There we go. There he is. I think it came out fairly decent, all considered. Alright, I'm going to take this very gently and erase thank you. This is definitely going to be interesting to color. I gotta figure out what colors I want to do the Seattle lettering, because I based the Tampa one off of like the actual like logo thing that I was using as a reference. Speaking of Final Fantasy. Ooh, here's a good question. Which game or game series do you think has a really good album or like music? Like you could just like put the album on for that game and just listen to it. Mine is Final Fantasy for sure, Clair Obscura recently, and the Okami series, that and Bayonetta. Alrighty. A little light on one part there. Let's fix that. Okay. There we go. So there's our outline for the Card Party 3 Seattle Fire Squad card. So we got them all nice and outlined. Heat Party. I think it came out pretty good. I'm curious to see how I'm going to do the coloring here. Because I think I'll keep like a very light pale blue background for some of this. And then I'm going to do the Card Party 3 logo like he has for the West. Seattle, I might try and kind of do something like I did similar to the Tampa one as much as I can. This is going to be a lot of gray and dark grays and blacks for the silhouette of the city. Fire Squad is going to be like orangey yellow. Rayquaza is definitely going to be like the normal color of Rayquaza, like the green, red, yellows, and a little bit of like the black outlines and stuff. So, I think we are on a roll. I was very tempted to do it on black paper, but I decided to like, you know, keep consistency a little bit. Since I did the east one, I did that on white, so I decided to do that. But yeah, let me make his eye there a little bit darker. Alrighty. I think we're good for the night there. Probably ended a little early tonight. Let's see here. So next Monday we'll be back on, or I'll be back on. We'll finish this up and color them. And then we won't be here next Thursday because we are going to be going out of town. I'm trying to think what else. That's about it. We'll see how I feel Saturday. I might do a pop-on stream Saturday. Might being a very key word here. Might. But yeah, I think that does it for tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all like it. I can't wait to color it. Yee! It's gonna look good. It's gonna be nice. So like here's the pen and here's the sketch. Can't tell the difference between the two. A little bit cleaner. But yeah, alright. So yeah, we'll see you back in on Monday. If I pop on Saturday, I'll be here. But yeah, much love to y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Stormy, Exiled, Goose, I know he had to pop off for child duty. And everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love y'all. And yeah, sorry for such a small, short stream tonight. But like I said, I kind of wanted to make up for Monday. And Mike was busy helping family, so. Yep. Y'all have a great weekend. I will see those of y'all who are in the Fire Squad hopefully tomorrow on Spree's stream. See how it goes. I know he's waiting on products, so it's kind of been delaying him a little. But yeah, y'all have a good one. And thanks for coming in. And as always, stay nerdy.